Hey Aquarius, welcome back to my channel and thank you all for tuning in to this reading. Let us see what important messages you may need to know at this time. This reading is intended for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Aquarius need to know, Spirit, and need to be aware of at this time? We ask for insights and guidance. What does Aquarius need to know and need to be aware of at this time? Alright, starting this reading is the Ace of Swords, followed by the 10 of Cups energy, the 3 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the Justice card, wow, the Death card, Ace of Wands energy, and the 10 of Pentacles. So two beautiful 10s are here, but I'm also seeing the 3 of Swords, the 9 of Swords. This may speak about community, family, or people that you're working with. There's some kind of an entanglement or messy situation that someone finds themselves in. All right, and the truth is coming out as well, Aquarius. You feel like a secret is being kept. It's either this is being kept from you or you're the keeper of the secret as well. And it could be time with the Justice card to identify which is which, okay? I'm seeing that with 9 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, somebody's haunted by feelings of guilt, regret. This is feelings of restlessness, not having inner peace. They can't seem to shake this feeling off, okay? Because avoidance lingers in the air. The more that they avoid this and not face, okay? Not confront the issue, not tell the truth, the stronger this feeling gets, okay? 9 of Swords in some definition also speaks about the karmic repercussions of someone's poor judgment. Somebody now realized the consequences of their behavior. If there was any deception, cheating, okay, or a sense of injustice that have happened here, it feels like they are facing the consequence of this now. It could be that they're being ostracized, they're being cut off, or someone stopped communicating with them. If this happened to you here, Aquarius, you may very well be on your path towards healing. And I'm picking up that you have great support here with friends and loved ones. You are going to be receiving justice for what has happened to you. Death card means that it was inevitable. It might have been a painful revelation, but there's also a lesson here. There's going to be a beautiful outcome. You will have your new beginning soon enough. But if there was someone who kept a secret from you, I feel like they have to face the cost of secrecy. If they may have already faced this, then the consequences could have been that they've been ostracized or isolated. Okay? Somebody may have also been looking out for their self-interest. Justice card means that sometimes the cost of these actions can be felt after a day or two, but the concept of law and effect or cause and effect can be tricky because sometimes someone can experience the effect after months, years, or decades, okay? So this may have happened way back in the past for some of you, but it's still continuing to affect someone. Their deception feels like a prison, a mental prison, and this may have been a result of their own doing. Let's see, bottom of the deck is, yeah, we have the shadow side here. You might have dealt with a Libra, I see Scorpio as well, or Capricorn energy. But yeah, I keep getting that someone is feeling haunted by the past and they're unable to break free. I feel like they're being too hard on themselves as well. Somebody may want to send you out a message, Aquarius, and apologize. Ace of Swords and the Justice card. This could be someone who wants to do things right by you because finally they want to be out of this prison with the 9 of Swords. Your forgiveness is going to help them be free and be liberated, okay? If you're no longer in speaking terms with this person, I'm feeling like they have been watching you from afar or watching you from a distance. They can't help themselves, okay? And they could be thinking of the things that they're regretting now, the things that they've lost here, being isolated and ostracized. They could be saying, that could have been me with Aquarius. If you are in a new relationship with someone or you're just overall in a happy space right now on your new beginning, they could be thinking of the changes that are happening in your life, Aquarius. and that how balance has been restored in your life. Feels like they're the ones now that are experiencing this kind of energy. Okay. Wow. So I do not wish this upon anyone, but there's also a lesson that they need to gain here, that actions come with a cost, and somebody needs to really think things through here before they do something that can hurt others around them. Deceptive, manipulative ways, and to take accountability as well with the shadow side, okay? It's saying here that they can no longer avoid this as well, because they may have tried to run away and not confront this, but they cannot run away from themselves. I hope that makes sense. Even if you guys didn't hear this person admit their mistakes, perhaps they even cover up the truth here towards others, painted themselves like a victim, but they can never lie to themselves, right? At the end of the day, when we are all alone, this is the energy of contemplation, being honest and being true to ourselves. Somebody is just too embarrassed to admit what they've done, is what I'm also picking up. Another message is that we all make mistakes. There's always room for forgiveness. You could be willing to forgive someone out, Aquarius. And it doesn't mean that what they've done is okay with you or that it makes anything better. But it also means that you're giving yourself that freedom to be finally free from this shadow, okay? To live a full life and find happiness, healing back into your life. I'm going to be pulling some shadow healing cards, okay? Additional messages for Aquarius at this time. Wow, that's a very straightforward message. It says cheat. Somebody may have realized that it was too late before they were found out that they were cheating. They ruined the good thing here, like sabotage a good relationship. They may have even tried to hide and cover up and reason their way out. They definitely were not playing fair, okay? I'm also getting that it wasn't an accident. You could be saying it was their choice. Somebody may have made an excuse or shift the blame, but at the end of the day, accountability means admitting, okay? Owning it, owning up the mistakes, if that makes sense. Then we have this honesty. Wow, these cards are really speaking at the moment, and I don't feel like this is going to resonate for each and every one of you, but there might be a little bit here that can apply to your situation. You know, somebody may have even tried to confuse you, saying that they were not lying to you, they were not keeping secrets from you, that you were just creating or making up stories. I feel like somebody tried to mess with your mind, but like you said, deny all they want. At the end of the day, they can't lie to themselves. They know what they've done here. And sometimes with the Three of Swords, when we hurt others and we think that we get away, in the end, we also hurt ourselves in the process, okay? Because the energy that we put out there is also eventually the energy that we attract. The universe always loves to keep its account balance. It's only a matter of time, right? It always comes back to that person. Let's see. You may already have somebody new or a blessing right now. People that respect you, people that support you, people that don't cheat on you here, Aquarius. So don't dwell on this energy. For those of you that may still be here, you may be feeling embarrassed for what someone has done to you. I don't feel like this is any of your fault. Perhaps someone tried to put the blame on you as well. As long as you know your truth with the Ace of Swords, there's no need to feel this embarrassment or shame. You know, it was their choice doing this at the end of the day. We have speechless. You cannot find your own words to express how you feel. Find an alternative way to communicate. What you have to say is important for others to hear. So some of you may feel overwhelmed, like you don't feel like opening up what you've been through or what you're going through. But having the support is what you need at this time, knowing that you're not alone going through this, okay? Trust in others and allow them to have the opportunity to participate or be of value to you at this time of pain. And you may want to isolate because of this pain, but it may be not a good effect on you for some of you, because you might be too caught up in your own mind, overthinking this, You may need to be in the highest frequency around people in the energy of love, because love is a healing force, okay? Then we have mystified. Some things should be left as a mystery to enable us to reflect on their meanings. So some of you could still find this rather a mystery, like why did this person do this? I didn't see this coming. But I feel like you're going to come out of this situation stronger, Aquarius. So the next time around, you know what to do, you know better. There is wisdom that has been gained, okay? Somebody could also be saying they don't have any reason why they needed to do this. They could have chosen honesty. Things would have been a lot better, right? But they didn't communicate their issues here. Instead, they were trying to justify their actions. But it was their choice at the end of the day to keep that as a secret. There might have been a third party energy. This may not be for all, okay? But there was a sense of someone wearing a false mask with the shadow side. Somebody was wearing a false mask. What is your message for Aquarius at this time? We have the facade, okay? So like I said, someone was wearing a false mask. Someone is still trying to cover up the truth, but they cannot lie to themselves. And we have balance, kind of like the Justice card. Balance is going to be restored. Truth is going to come out. People will know who's telling the truth as well. You're also going to heal. There's a new beginning in store here for you. So much to look forward, Aquarius. Impartiality, okay? Some of you are taking a legal route as well. If there was any sort of manipulation, deception, abuse, harassment, I don't know why I'm picking that energy up. You're going to be taking some legal steps. You're going to acquire the assistance and help of someone. If you feel overwhelmed, if you feel like you can't seem to defend yourself, you might get a professional or an expert to help you win this case for some of you. This may not be for all, okay? Let me just pull some mixed emotions cards here. Somebody is now afraid of what they're about to face. Because at the end of the day, they know that this comes with a price, okay? And that could be the shadow side. They're so afraid of what's coming for them, you know? You reap what you sow, is what I'm seeing here. For some of you, this might also be that they need to compensate for the damages that they've done. Somebody may be losing their job or maybe losing their home, losing their balance, their stability right now. Let's see. What is your message for Aquarius? We have shy, regretful. So somebody now is shy, embarrassed, and regretful for the things that they've done. They could be coming back around or sending you out a message wanting to apologize. This may not be for all, or somebody is too shy to admit their mistakes, come out to the open and apologize. Let's see. Trust. They regret that they broke your trust. You were their confidant as well. You may have considered this person as family for some of you, but there was a very rebellious energy, manipulative energy here. Yeah, they kept a lot from you as well. But no stones are left unturned. It's only a matter of time for truth to be out, and you have to be prepared. Some of you have already found out the truth about this person, and you realize the people that you can really trust versus the ones that may not have your heart's best interest, okay? Some of you may find yourselves regretful for trusting that person, but it's saying here that it wasn't your fault, Aquarius. For sure, there was a lesson here for you too, like being more discerning and cautious this time around. All right. So that is what I'm picking up for your reading. Please take only what resonates, Aquarius, and leave out what doesn't. I'm sending you love and light, and namaste.